I'm Robin Amlôt of IBS Intelligence. You're watching an IBS iViews video cast. With me is Dawal Kamath, Chief Business Officer at EbixCash Financial Technologies. Just to set the scene, in 2021, in IBS Intelligence's Sales League table, EbixCash was on the global leaderboard in the private banking and wealth management solutions sector, among the leaders in private banking and wealth management, among the leaders in investment and fund management, and a leader in private banking and wealth management in the India Domestic League table. Moneyware, your software, is a consistent performer. To what do you attribute this success?
Robin, what has happened is over a period of time, I think the way clients have adapted to the new normal, as far as the consistency with which our team has delivered on all our product innovations and everything, I think that has enabled us. I think our clients, as well as the team in the back door, which has actually done a good job in doing everything what we have done so far. I think it's a team success, actually.
Well, what are the trends you're seeing in the sectors that you cover for the coming year and indeed for the longer term?
So, as you know, in the last 1.5 years, people have started to see difference in the way things are being done. I think the new normal, which is you working from anywhere or you being anywhere and still getting connected to people, is the way to go forward. Digital is at forefront of all our strategies as well as for our customers. So innovations in that aspect, where digital onboarding, digital investments, whether you talk about having to do things at your fingertips, is the place where in the forthcoming years, we will see more and more things happening.
You mentioned the last 1.5 years. Obviously, COVID-19 has had a big effect on what's happening in business. How has it affected your business specifically?
Honestly, I think when it all started, people were not sure of how it will pan out over a period of time. But in the last 1.5 years, I think even the clients as well as we have adapted to what is changing, in which the personal touch, which was happening previously, has actually reduced considerably. And more things are happening through internet, through video calls like what you are doing right now, instead of in-person meetings. So we feel the digital way is the way to go forward. And more of our customers are adapting to this. Just to give you an idea, 2 years back, we had launched a digital platform and nobody was interested. But lately, everyone wants to go by that digital platform. So I think the circumstances have changed how clients, our customers, as well as we are doing business right now.
Do you think it's changed your business model?
Yes, it has. I think it has changed the business model in a good way, that nobody expects you to be on-site or physical presence anymore. Previously, people were believing in point-to-point contact, in-face contact. But now everybody understands that even if you're miles apart, as how the IT industry works, it's still possible to deliver what is required. I think there are certain challenges which have come up with the work from home, but I think you have to tweak the ways things are being done to have optimal utilization and productivity.
Do you think that's something that's going to carry on into the future of the business as we move to either out of the pandemic or living with the pandemic?
I think this is the new normal, Robin. I think people will get cozy in the comfort of their living room, where they could do things at their fingertips. So digital cloud, which will grow exponentially over a period of time. And I think everyone will adapt to the new normal now.
Well, what are you doing? You mentioned the cloud there. What are you doing to develop your offerings, to develop EbixCash's offerings? So
just to give you an idea, I think till now, everyone was talking about a monolithic application where it's only my application which can do all the other things. And on the peripheral, it integrated with others. But over a period of time, the way we are seeing and the innovation happening at such a fast pace, we will get into the scope of having platforms and ecosystems more than anything else. So everything will get appified. That means you'll have to create APIs which can integrate with any platform. And there could be a series of ecosystems which could be developed for, taking care of the client's needs.
Well, what are your key geographies? Because you're obviously an international firm. Do you see any difference between the marketplaces you operate in?
Yeah, I think with the current and the future product offerings, what we have, we plan to get into the developed markets, that's the Europe and US, and also keep on working with our existing large customers in every region. As you know, we are in more than 20 countries right now. So that'll still continue. But the developed markets, US and Europe, will be the key focuses going forward.
Now, we've been talking digital. You mentioned cloud, as I said earlier. What are the main technology drivers?
I think, as I just preluded a little while ago, along with cloud and digital, you will have to create a framework where any application, whether it is your competition or any existing application which a customer owns, should be able to integrate and talk to each other. So that means the applications, microservices, all those technologies will come to the forefront, and it'll be more about how you deliver the technology to the customer at a minimum time frame, rather than having to take over a period of time to deliver something. I think everyone is now expecting fast delivery with the fast changing things which are happening in the market.
I want it and I want it now. So
yeah, I think people are now getting into I want it yesterday.
So final question then. Where do you see the biggest opportunities and the biggest challenges in the future?
The biggest, I'll first take the challenges. The biggest challenges is how, as a technology partner, how we can tweak and adapt to the best practices as far as remote working is concerned, and continuous innovation, whether along with the customer or on our own, whether it is adapting to new technology or adapting to new frameworks which are available. The low code, no code thing will be the future, where I mean, as I said before, the customers want it now. So the only way to do that and deliver a good quality product to your customer is to go through the low code, no code way of working. I think digital and everything getting into the digital framework will be something which our customers will need, and we'll have to adapt to deliver it to them in a very agile manner.
Tell me a little bit more. I know I said that was going to be the last question, but tell me a little bit more about your position on low code, no code.
I think what is happening is because we need things to be delivered faster, there are certain frameworks which you can build on ourselves. So anybody who comes in new into the system, instead of having to know everything right from this minutest point in the system to everything in detail, they could just use the framework to design new forms. System could write its own code to doing basic validations, and also take to a point where once you design the screen, the backend tables are automatically created. It does create your insert, update, and delete queries on the fly. I think that's what we're looking at, because customer requirements are changing. Each and every customer is different and the same at the same time. They want new things happening. They want their forms in their own way. It's like me being used to entering data in a particular sequence. And if you just keep it constant as far as a form is concerned, people have to move up and down. So I think those are the things which will add to the experience of the customer and the users, where you design the forms in the way they want, rather than the way you wanted to give them all this.
Dawal Kamath, Chief Business Officer at EbixCash Financial Technologies. Thank you very much.